What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to today's Saturday live stream on the danv channel. It is 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, August 11th, 2024. Today, we're going to be talking about high-profit brands on Amazon FBA, what a high-profit brand is, and why it is, in my opinion, the absolute best, not just in my opinion, I think factually, the absolute best way to actually start a successful Amazon FBA business right now. I'm going to welcome everybody in who's joining today. As soon as you join, let me know where you're from. Say hi. I have people watching from all over the world. And that's the great thing about Amazon FBA is that you can actually do it from anywhere in the world. You can sell in any marketplace. Let me know if my microphone is fine. I think it's a little bit loud. I'm just going to reduce the volume here. CCTV RX Tech, what's going on? How you do? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna wait for some people to get in here, and then we can get started. So I'm gonna be talking about high profit brands, what exactly the strategy is, why it is the best way to sell on Amazon, why it is the best way to actually build yourself a good income so that you can achieve freedom, so that you can actually achieve a successful life of being able to work from anywhere, so that you can achieve what you want, right? Which is to be location dependent, not have to rely on a paycheck and a boss, so that you have control over your destiny. So let's see who we got. Don't be shy, guys. Pop in the chat. Pop in the chat. Say hi. You know, if you're watching this, obviously you're interested in Amazon FBA. You're watching somebody who's been in this game since 2017. It's been a long time. So as opposed to any of the other YouTubers out there who have honestly mostly taken my programs, right? Because my programs were launched in 2017. They launched in 2017. We had probably 15,000, maybe 20,000 people that I've gone through my programs now at this point. Paul Sav is asking, did you fully recover from the poisoning? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did, as you can see, or else I would not be on camera, clearly. Yeah, I did. What's up, Tumbleweed? So where are you guys from? Where are you guys watching from? Last time I had people from America, Florida, someone from Africa, someone from the Arabic countries. How's my mic? Is my mic okay? Thank you, Island Girl. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm probably going to write a book about it. So we'll see. Who knows what's going to become of it. I think more people should know about things like that because what happened to me, even though it's a very unique story, I think it happens actually more common than you think, but not in the way that it happened to me. And I'm not going to talk about exactly what I mean because the purpose of this channel is entrepreneurship and starting an online business. But I will definitely probably write a book about it. I think it would make a great movie. Daily Driven Golf is from Guelph. What's going on? Paul's like, tell us more about how you recover from the... Why does it keep blocking from the... Why don't you say the poisoning? Anyway, maybe I'll make a video. I mean, I made a video about it. There's a 4-hour long video that I made on my channel. You can check it out. But the purpose of this... live Q&A is not about that. It's about starting an Amazon FBA business, specifically high profit brands. If you're watching this, obviously you've found my videos along the lines, along the way, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 years ago, right? All of the Amazon FBA YouTubers that you see today, they took pretty much like 80% of them took my courses. And they obviously will never admit it because that's how it works, right? You never give credit to your original mentors, you know. But yeah, like most of them, and it's weird because there's just like a lack of people that make Amazon FBA videos nowadays, and I'm not sure exactly why. Because there's a lot of searches for Amazon FBA on YouTube. There's a lot of people still interested. I think I know what's going on. I think it's that these YouTubers, they create these courses that cost $3,000 or more. And it's just like, who has the money to pay for that? And then we tried that for a few months. And then I realized on the advice of a marketing company, and I realized I'm like, this is so stupid. It's like, why would I want to take $3K from you when starting an Amazon FBA business already costs, $3 to $5K in starting capital? So a little bit about what's been going on. So I've been working on our new channel, Ecom Academy, which I'm going to put the link here. That's going to be my new platform where it's my new company. So Ecom Freedom is actually being shut down or retired this summer, and Ecom Academy is starting up. And Ecom Academy, the difference between Ecom Academy and Ecom Freedom is Ecom Freedom was a much more business-driven program, whereas Ecom Academy is much more education-driven. So it's driven. Basically, the whole point of it is, yes, it's to help you achieve freedom with Amazon, but also it's most importantly to make you a really good Amazon seller. Whether that's for you to start your own Amazon FBA business with the high profit brand method that I'm going to talk about, or whether that's to get a remote job in the Amazon FBA space. And there are thousands of Amazon FBA jobs out there, thousands of e-commerce jobs out there. All you have to do is search up on LinkedIn, and indeed, no one's talking about this, which is shocking. I have many friends who actually are Amazon FBA specialists, probably. Well, when I say many, I mean I don't have that many people that I'm close with, but people like that I know, like my friend's girlfriend is full-time as an Amazon FBA specialist, and a few other people. So anyway, so that's the whole point of Ecom Academy. I'm going to be basically flooding it with amazing high-value tutorials for you guys, high-value videos talking about how to start an Amazon FBA business successfully, and specifically with the high profit method. Don't worry, Dan, I won't write weird things. I'm not worried. Are you still in Canada? Yeah, I'm between Canada and the US. But I'm really excited to travel. I'm really excited to get out into the world again. I'm really excited to make some travel vlogs for you guys. I think that's a really good part of freedom that I haven't really done a good enough job of showing recently. So I'm going to be showing you guys that. Best business entity for Canadians to sell FBA with a brand. I'll make a video on this. I'll make a video on how to sell on Amazon FBA from Canada successfully. I think there's a lack of information on this, and I had a video that I made that got a lot of views on this topic, so I'll do that. I'm not sure if I should open a business in the US or Canada, and how do I transfer funds back to Canada? I'll make a video on this, but the short version of the answer here is, doesn't matter where you're from, you can sell on Amazon US as long as your country is on the approved Amazon countries to sell list. And if you're Canadian, and that's exactly my situation, I'm Canadian. I was Canadian, still am, when I started. And I did not live in the US or anything else like that. I didn't have any status in the US. What I did was I opened up, at first I started selling as an individual, which then automatically you become a sole proprietor on Amazon. Means you pay personal taxes, but that's fine to start, even though obviously the taxes are higher. So I started off as an individual, and then I used literally my personal bank account, my personal credit card into Amazon. I opened up my seller account just like that, and then what happened was that was in March of 2017, and then in November, 6 months later, I then actually opened up my corporation. Because at that point I was, I had made a lot of money with my Amazon business, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I said, you know what, it's time to start a company. And that's when I was able to change all of my business information in my Amazon account to my business, to my new business. And that was completely fine. And in terms of getting paid from Amazon, if you put in a Canadian bank account in there, they're just going to pay you in Canadian dollars. There's a currency converter built into Amazon. So that's completely fine. I mean, if you live in Canada, obviously you want to take out money for your life and for living. So, and you're going to need Canadian dollars for that. In Canada, we don't really accept American dollars. So I think the most convenient way for Canadians to sell on Amazon US is just to keep everything in Canadian. And if you want, open up a US bank account through one of the cross-border banks in Canada, RBC, TD, any of the big banks have cross-border accounts. And then you can basically just hold a certain amount of US dollars and then use that to pay your suppliers. You can use that to get paid from Amazon, and then you can only convert how much you need. You're not going to be saving all that much unless you're making a tremendous amount of money off Amazon, right? I'm talking about at least hundreds of thousands of dollars, or $1 million plus, which I hope you do. Amazig Freedom is saying, you were always about freeing people from the matrix, but plugging them into e-commerce 9-to-5 jobs isn't the best way, even if it's remote. Did you change your mindset on this? No, well, I realized that, there's so many more people out there that they're never going to be entrepreneurs, and they just want, they just want to have that location independence. And there's actually more people I know that want to work remote than who want to be entrepreneurs nowadays. I think that becoming an entrepreneur is getting harder because of the, not as many people have the required starting capital, and not as many people have the ability to take that risk. So I'm opening up a new pathway for people. I'm not saying, don't become an entrepreneur. No, absolutely not. That's why Ecom Academy is specifically addressing both of those groups of people, those who want to be entrepreneurs and start a successful business, and we're creating those businesses and helping you do that, or those who want to get a remote job in the Amazon FBA space, right? It's the same education. So you go through the program, and then, you watch my videos, go through the program. If you take the course, when it's going to be out in a few weeks, and I'll talk about that, you can then get a remote job just to help you get like some starting capital going. And then you can use that to, funnel the money into your own Amazon FBA business. So it's just more options. That's all. It's more opportunities. I'm not saying don't start an Amazon FBA business. I'm not saying all that stuff. It's just that I think that there's just a lot more opportunity now. I mean, clearly there's thousands of jobs on LinkedIn. I show this in like every one of my videos. And as a starting point, if I was starting out right now, I would still want to get free from the matrix, of course. If I had no money, I was still working at a 9-to-5 job. But, hold on. Is my mic still going there? Guys, can you still hear me? Or did it just get really weird? Anyway, if I was starting out right now, I would just take the best course I can find, aka Ecom Academy, what we're launching in a few weeks here. I'll post the link to the waitlist here. I'll talk about that here soon. It's going to be super, super reasonably priced, like a couple $100. So, and it's going to be the best course out there that you've ever seen. It's teaching specifically the best Amazon education, how to create a high profit brand. So how to actually, create something that's profitable. So many Amazon sellers, they don't really make any profit. And the whole point of selling on Amazon is to make profit. So we're teaching that. And we're also giving you the education that you need so that you can actually you're able to actually be employed by Amazon FBA employers, whether that's brands or agencies. But I was going to talk about, I forgot what I was going to say here. I'm going to answer another question. Working 9-to-5 remote is actually more stressful than going to the office. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Like I said, if I was starting out right now, I'd take the best course that I can get. I would get an Amazon FBA remote job. I'd try my best. I'd get in there, even if it's paying 50, 60K a year, whatever. I'd get in there just to get the experience. And then within a year, I can be out of it with my own Amazon FBA business. And that way, I'm setting myself up a good foundation for success. I think I think the opportunities that this offers to people is huge. It's pretty obvious. So many people out there are just like stuck working at Starbucks and working at like retail and like these really shitty jobs. Sorry, I mean, it's the truth. They don't want to be in. So being able to work from your laptop from anywhere is a huge improvement than what they're doing. It's pretty obvious. Would you recommend doing the same in Europe, doing everything from here, not from the US, just the necessary? Yeah, you can do the same thing in Europe. That's the great part about Amazon, is that you can start selling on the US from Europe. You can sell in Europe from Europe. The European markets are good. They're just not as big as Amazon US. I've sold successfully in Europe. The only thing in Europe you have to watch out for is VAT. It's called value added tax. And it's sales tax. And the sales tax in Europe is actually deducted from your sales. Amazon doesn't charge, or businesses in Europe don't charge customers sales tax. So you actually are responsible for sales tax. And that's something that I didn't know when I started selling in Europe. So I had to it was like 20 something % of my total sales went to the government, which was really stupid. But the whole point is obviously to still make a profit, even at 20% or whatever VAT that it is. So, will you create a Shopify video or Shopify videos and mentorship? I want to create a big e-commerce brand like Gymshark, Represent, Baze. Yeah, I will. That's next on the list. First, we're going to just dominate Amazon, and then we're going to move over to Shopify. And that way we're going to be, a complete resource again. So I'm really excited. I just have all these videos that I made over the past 7 years that I'm just going to, create updated versions of for you guys of like what's been working honestly in my business and what's been working for like our students' businesses and the people that I've coached in my programs. By the way, guys, about Ecom Academy, so there's two things. The first thing is that I talked about that it's a new platform. Ecom Freedom is shutting down. Ecom Academy is the new e-commerce education platform for people who want to learn Amazon FBA and who want the best resource for that, and who want to, be able to have the knowledge that they can use to achieve freedom. And so we've been working super hard. In a few weeks, we're going to be launching Amazon Pro, which is going to be our new program for Amazon, and it's going to be $297 and $99 a month. $297, $99 a month. And so I'm going to post a link to the waitlist right now. If you sign up to this waitlist, you're going to get an email for the $297, $99 a month as soon as that's out. What you get for $297 is you get access to that course version, which is Amazon Pro 1.0, and that's going to be the course version that's updated probably for 2 years, I would say. So you get that, and then $99 a month, you get unlimited access to me and unlimited access to our head of Amazon. But it's me plus Michael. Michael's like my best friend. He started Amazon at the same time as me. So that's coming up at the end of August. I'm super excited. I'm going to post the link to the waitlist here. Just give me a sec. And the reason I made it so cheap is because I want everybody to join this. I want nobody else to be wondering, what Amazon course should I take? You know what? There's so many courses out there, all this. Like, no. Here it is, the end all be all. I'm the guy that taught 80% of the people on YouTube, period. There's no question about it. You know, you can ask them, hey, do you know danv? They know me. Ask any of the YouTubers that you watch. There's like barely any left because of the 3K courses that just don't sell because people don't want to pay that much, and you know they'd rather use the money for their Amazon products. So does it cover dropshipping as well? Yes, we will. Shopify, but not yet. We will after we launch Amazon Pro. This is the waitlist. Okay, so everybody who actually fills in their information in the waitlist, you're going to get an email when it's out. You're going to be entered into a draw to win a one-on-one with me, a one-on-one Zoom call, and we can go on for 1 hour, 2 hours. I'm going to write you a personal success plan, what I would do if I were you in your shoes, as somebody who's made $15 million online. This is not a number that I pulled out of my butt. It's the truth. I've showed it before on my YouTube channels across all of my sources of income. And that's from all of my sources of income. That's just courses. That's courses and e-commerce as well. Amazon, Shopify, right? So there you go. Right now, I am focused on actually launching a new Amazon product, which is, I'm thinking of making a case study on it. Maybe we'll do a series because I wanna show you guys just how possible it is. So I'm thinking about that, how I should frame that. If you guys want to see a series of me launching a product live, let me know. I think that would be really cool. Maybe some vlogs like visiting the supplier, things like that. But that's the waitlist. Anybody who clicks on the waitlist, they're going to get in their early bird course price. Or they're going to, lock in the early bird course price of $297. And that's it. You pay the $297. It's $99 a month after that. Cancel anytime. And the $99 a month is what you pay for the mentorship, which is great because if you don't need it a particular month, cancel. You retain access to the course that you purchased for $297, the videos. If you need it again, turn it back on. Easy peasy. Super cheap. Valuable. Best in the game. I'm really excited. I'm excited to make this into the #1 e-commerce platform, like where everybody who has ever done e-commerce, wants to do e-commerce, joins, and we can really create something great here. So now the second thing is the free crash course. So while you guys wait, I put together a free crash course on Ecom Academy to get you started. This will show you how to actually start making money on Amazon right now, whether it's with your own Amazon business or with a remote job. So the link for that is going to be here. So ecomacad.com/AMZ crash course. Dan always offers 10 times more value than the price you pay. Thank you very much. That's always been the rule that I operate in business. There's been some times I've made mistakes. I'm a human being too. Sometimes I veered off because I listened to marketers and other people, and I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have listened, because at the end of the day, it's what you guys want. It's what the people want, and I'm a people person. I don't care what any of the marketers say. I don't care what anybody else says. At the end of the day, it's what's most valuable for you. Are you still doing drop shipping? No, and actually I'm against drop shipping. So drop shipping is like when you copy and paste the product of AliExpress, just to clarify. I never was a fan of that business model. So if you think of drop shipping as Shopify, yes, I'm still in the game, and I'm actually launching a product right now that I'm going to be launching on Amazon and Shopify. Yeah. But I focus on launching products that usually don't come from China myself. The reason for that is I have a higher starting capital. I have more experience. It's something that you can do as well, and I teach that in Amazon Pro. You're going to have access to it. So everything is in there. Literally everything. I'll show you guys more when it's actually out closer to. But you'll lock in the price if you actually join this waitlist. The price will go up. So just go into the waitlist there. It's $297, $99 a month. Okay. It's the early bird price. We'll see. I might increase the price of the course to $497 because I think it's too cheap to be honest with you. I've been told, all my marketing people are telling me it's too cheap, it's too cheap, it's too cheap. You know, people aren't going to get it. I don't agree. I don't agree. I think that the more accessible I make it for people, the more people are going to get into this space and have the chance to really be great. So now let's talk about high profit brands. What are high profit brands, right? And what is the strategy that Dan has come up with? So I have some notes on this, so I don't want to miss anything. A high profit brand, what I call that, is basically a brand on Amazon that it's the new way of doing Amazon. It's a brand that gets consistent margins above 30% and above $15 profit per unit across all their products. You're not selling that means you're not selling anything below $50, okay? And when you have a high profit brand of 3 to 5 products that are making at least 30% in profit margin, closer to 40-50%, which many people out there are saying it's not possible. It's not true. I've done it. I'm doing it. So in fact, the new product that I'm launching, I'm literally sourcing it with shipping, probably like $4, and I'm going to sell it maybe for $50-$60. Okay. So it is possible, but it's all in the branding and also in the product improvement. So the criteria for a high profit brand is a brand that gets consistent margins of above 30% and makes above $15 profit per unit across all products. High profit. Okay. So product innovation here is key. And what that means, what product innovation means is basically, creating product improvements for existing products. You don't want to be just copying and pasting products on Amazon. You want to actually improve parts of the product. And the best improvement is always 1.5x. 1.5x over what's already being sold on Amazon. Okay? Guys, am I still on the stream or are we locked out right now? Because it's saying that I'm offline apparently. Hold on. No, I'm still on the stream. We're good. Can you still see me? I'm not sure if we're still on the stream here. We're good. Okay, cool. Sweet. It's weird. As I was reading my my little notes here, I'm like, I have an Evernote account, and someone highlighted the word high profit, and I'm like, and then I realized it was probably the other person in my house, or it's probably like a lag or something. It's on my other computer. I was like, what the heck? But anyway, so that's what it is. Okay, so everybody who has said that selling on Amazon doesn't make any money, there's no profit, it's because they're doing it wrong. Of course, how do you expect to make money if you're sourcing a trinket for $8 and then reselling it for $30? You're not going to make any money, right? At the end of the day, if you want to make $10,000 a month in profit, which is like the freedom number, is what I call the freedom number, you need to be running a high profit brand, because with a high profit brand, let's say your profit per unit is $20 a unit, right? How many units a month do we have to sell? Little quiz here, guys, trivia. How many units a month do we have to sell? 10,000 divided by 20, 500 units a month. 500 units a month divided by 30, 16 to 17 units a day, right? So that's how many units we have to sell to make $10,000 a month in profit with a profit per unit of $20, okay? Now, I'm going to get a lot of people that say, oh, that's not, it's too high on Amazon. Blah, blah, blah. It's because they're doing it wrong. There are products out there, a lot actually, especially with the product improvement. That's the key, because if you improve the product, then you give yourself a way to increase the price over what they're selling for on Amazon, and people will buy it because it's better, right? Are you worried about Amazon incorporating a Temu-like dropshipping model? Great question. No, because absolutely not. At the end of the day, we already have no-name brands out there, and people aren't buying them. Right? So I think Temu is not a threat for Amazon at all whatsoever. Have you actually been on Temu? I was literally on Temu yesterday, and it's like the scammiest site. I'm sorry, Temu, whoever owns it. But I got on the Temu app. I was presented with like a giveaway. okay, somehow I won a free product, but I won 3 free products. Okay, lucky, it's my lucky day. So I select the 3 products that I want, and then it's like, oh wait, you have another spin the wheel thing. All right, spin the wheel. Oh, now you get 3 products, 100% cash back. But then it's like somehow my cart went from free to $75, but it's saying like, oh, the original price is $600 for all the items in your cart. And I'm like, wait, I thought I had free gift. So it was just very scammy tactics. Is Amazon under threat by Temu? No, because people in the West have the disposable income to purchase branded products. Maybe, like people in Africa or in the poor Eastern European countries, or, in places like Russia, they love AliExpress because for them, the prices are a lot lower and their salaries are lower. So for them, it makes sense to purchase products from AliExpress. But people in America and Canada and Western Europe, they don't want to buy AliExpress. There's a reason why your whole house isn't full of AliExpress products, right? So that's exactly the reason why Temu is not going to actually dominate sales, right? It's not like Amazon's just going to die. It's funny, any potential reason that people can think of not selling on Amazon, they're just thinking and thinking and thinking, and they're like, it's like, how many reasons have come up of like potential reasons not to sell on Amazon, and all this time you could have literally started an Amazon business and been successful. Temu's full of crap products for sure. My worry is that Chinese suppliers can directly sell products on Amazon now via drop shipping. At least that's my understanding. Chinese suppliers have always been able to sell products on Amazon. They're in fact doing it right now as we speak. Like probably, I don't know the exact number, but if you look on Amazon, 30% of the product, anything with a weird brand name, like PP, Poopy, PP, whatever, those are Chinese suppliers. You can literally see that. You can click on the storefront name. You can scroll down. You'll see it's a Chinese supplier. So it's not like Chinese suppliers haven't been able to sell on Amazon, right? It's always been a thing. It's always been allowed. Like it's but the reality of the matter is that the fact of the matter is that Chinese suppliers they can only compete on price and they can't compete on brand. Right? And that's why the most valuable brands are not owned by random Chinese factories. What I don't understand is why these Chinese suppliers don't hire Americans or English-speaking people to actually brand their products for them. That's what they should be doing, but they're not. So that leaves this opportunity for us to exploit it, to build ourselves the freedom that we deserve. Temu is awesome. Lots of cool stuff there. The 3 products is the offer that everyone gets. I did it. It's great. But the fact of the matter is the fact that they present to you a spin the wheel thing. If it's the offer that everyone gets, why is it lying to me and telling me that it's my lucky day and I got 3 free products? First of all, that's against the FTC regulations. It's only a matter of time they're going to get caught and shut down. Okay? Second of all, it's misleading. It's just completely illegal. It's illegal advertising. It's horrible. Right? You might think, oh, I got 3 free products. Sure. But why is it making you feel special? It's all psychological exploitation, right? Because they're preying on people's hamster brains with their spin the wheel things and all that. At the end of the day, you're just buying junk. Look at the carcinogens, the reports coming out on the high amount of carcinogens in these Temu products, right? Look at the reports coming out. There's articles from Japan where they tested these children's products from Temu. They have literally like 30 times the cancer-causing chemicals, and they're literally sending it to kids. I think that's horrific. So, no, in my opinion, Temu, I gave it a chance. I really gave it a chance, but Temu's not going to make even remotely a dent into Amazon. And I know that Amazon, they announced like that they're going to launch their own kind of Temu. I don't know about that. I don't think it's going to succeed personally. And anyway, you know how long it's going to take for them to implement that? Even they're a huge company. They move kind of slow. So it's going to be a while. Best book that I've read this year? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't have any off the top of my head right now. Amazon also ships faster than Temu. Yes, exactly. So if I'm subscribed to Ecom Freedom, will this cover the new academy? Yes, it will. For everybody here, we're talking about how to start a high profit brand, which is a brand that gets consistent margins of above 30% and at least a profit per unit of $15 with product innovation. So basically, you find ways to improve it, and then you work with a product designer and a supplier to improve the product. That is by far the best way to sell on Amazon right now, and I'm probably going to be making a case study on it with my new product. So I'm really excited about that. And what else? Another reason why high profit brands are super, super good is because in today's world, like compared to when I started in 2017, we have inflation, right? We have just the cost of things are higher. And so the less room you have between your like COGS, which is your cost of goods sold, so how much you're paying your supplier for your units of your product and shipping versus how much you're selling it for on Amazon, the less room you have in between, the harder it is to make a profit on Amazon. So by launching a high profit brand, we're positioning ourselves perfectly that no matter what, even if costs increase a bit, FBA fees increase, whatever, we're still going to be making good profit. Because at the end of the day, if we have a profit per unit of $20, to make $10,000 a month, we need to sell 500 units a month. That's not that much. Look how many listings on Amazon are selling thousands, right? Must read book if you're starting ecom today. Probably Think and Grow Rich, I would say. Yeah. Does your course cover PPC campaigns? Yes. So Ecom Academy, Amazon Pro, which is not out yet. The wait list is right here. I'm going to post it again. If you join this wait list, you're going to be entered into a chance to win a one-on-one call with me for free. Okay. So you're going to be entered into a chance to win a one-on-one call with me. And I'm going to write you a personal success plan. So I'm going to listen to like your life situation, and I'm going to write you what I would do if I was in your shoes to achieve success with online business and with e-commerce, maybe combining different revenue streams, income streams. So, and as somebody who has made $15 million online, probably more now, I haven't checked, but I know what I'm talking about. I do. All right. The question is how to bring traffic outside of Amazon. You mean how to bring in traffic from outside of Amazon or how to direct traffic off Amazon? So, let me post the link. Sorry, guys. Here's the link. There it is. This is the link to join the waitlist. The new course is going to be $297, $99 a month. You buy the course version. That course version is going to be Amazon Pro 1.0. Things on Amazon generally require an update once every 2 years, but so basically that course version is going to be supported with updates for 2 years. You're going to buy that course version. Amazon Pro 2.0 is going to come out probably, so if we're in 25, probably 2027. So you're going to get access all the way you're going to get permanent access to Amazon Pro 1.0. And then to turn on the mentorship, you are able to purchase that for $99 a month. Super reasonable. You don't, let's say you do it for 2-3 months, and let's say you don't need it anymore because they're just waiting for your product to come in. You can stop paying for it. You can cancel it, reactivate it, no problem. I think this is a super flexible way for you guys to get mentorship, get the mentorship you need, and get the best Amazon education on the market today from the person that literally taught probably, I'm estimating 80% of the people on YouTube, period. And they're probably really mad that I'm saying this, but it's the truth. I'll literally drop some names. Tamara T, she was in my course. That the Asian girl, she was literally in my course. And then she stole the information and made her own. Okay. And she claimed that she did it all from free YouTube videos. Not true whatsoever. So Tamara T, that girl, she just, it's rough. It's rough. She just looks rough. But anyway, she learned from me. Who else? There's a bunch of other people on YouTube. I don't know from the top of my head, but 80% of the people you see were in Ecom Freedom once upon a time, and they probably still have access, but they decided that they're going to regurgitate the same information to make their own course. So there you go. When you say mentorship, how is that delivered? That's a great question, Island Girl. I'm going to give you more information closer to the date. Of course, if you join this waitlist, you don't have to actually join, right? But you secure that price because $297 is way too cheap, in my opinion. I'm being told by all my team it's too cheap, Dan. You need to put it up to $497 at least. Some are saying $997. I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's good because it makes it more reasonable for you guys to join and have more money for your starting capital. And about the mentorship, you have access to one-on-one DMs with me. We have a course platform, and we spent a lot of money building this. It's taken us years to do this. So you have one-on-one access to me. So you can just message me anything privately, and I hold your hand. I help you achieve success. And you also have access to our private mentorship community. And in the community, that's also people that are paying for the mentorship. That's also people that are on the way to success or have succeeded. And with this new mentorship option, what's amazing about it is that the people who are failures, like AKA who gave up or just are not interested, I'm not going to say everybody's a failure gave up, but essentially if you keep trying, you're not going to fail. Most people they don't, it's like going to the gym. Why are there so many people that are, overweight out there? It's because they can't stick to a plan. They don't finish what they start. But what's great about this is that all the people that are no longer interested, they're just going to cancel the membership, and so the mentorship group is not going to have anybody no longer interested or who's going to be a source of negativity in the group. So I'm really excited about that. So anyway, the wait list is right here. It's a lock in the price. It's not a guarantee that you have to join or anything. You're just going to get an email when it's launched. It's going to be launched at the end of August, and like I said, the price probably will go up to $497 because this is way too cheap. We'll see. This is what my people are telling me. So I don't know. But $297, you get access to Amazon Pro 1.0. It's a completely new course for 2024. It shows you everything you need with some AI strategies that are easy to follow, that are not going to be overwhelming. I show you and I break it down. I know a lot of people when they hear AI, they're like, oh my God, I don't even know where to start with that. So I'm going to be showing you that. How long does it take to launch a product? I would say a good amount of time to give yourself is 2 to 3 months, because that includes the 45-day period for your manufacturer to actually manufacture the product and ship it out. So yeah. Who are some of the other Amazon YouTubers you guys are watching? I'm actually curious. Like, who else is there? I don't even know who's left. Because I think even the girl that I mentioned, she doesn't even do it anymore. Wish it was accessible now. I know, same, but I really want to make sure it's perfect. I have like 3 modules left to record. There's 22 modules, 22, I think 21 or 22 in the new course, 21 modules for $297. Like, I think I'm going to destroy the Amazon course space. I think that's it. That's going to be over. What are they going to do? Right? What are they going to do? Sell their course for $99? It's not going to be worth it for them anymore. You forgot their names. Yeah, if you know anybody. Exactly. They're all irrelevant. That's my point. All these Amazon YouTubers are completely irrelevant. It's hard. There's a quote. It's harder to stay on top of the mountain than it is to climb it. And so it seems like I'm the only one left in the arena. And I kind of would love that I had more people. Yeah, Dan is the OG. Thank you. Kevin Pack. Actually, Kevin Pack, I've never seen him in my... Let me actually search him up in our course platform. Let me see. Give me some names. I'm literally going to search their names up in the course platform and see if they joined us here. Because there's like 20,000 names in there. So trust me, if they've joined, they're going to be in there. I don't know if Kevin Pack joined, actually. Let me see. Kevin. Oh boy, there's 317 Kevins. Yeah, so Kevin Pack is not, I don't think he ever took my course. So maybe he's part of the 20% that didn't. Unless I check my old course platform. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. If you guys are here right now, we're talking about how to build high profit brands on Amazon, the new way to sell successfully on Amazon. We're talking about Amazon Pro. My new program is launching at the end of the month. It's going to be $297, $99 a month for mentorship. $297 gets you access permanently to that course version, Amazon Pro 1.0, which is going to be supported with updates for probably 1 to 2 years until we release the next version. And usually on Amazon, for Amazon courses, it requires an update like once every 2 years. I've updated our courses probably 5 times, maybe, 5 times. So 4 to 5. If you have any questions, I'm here right now to answer them. Let me know. Would you consider offering a special deal, a discount for someone who's been a long time member of your previous courses since 2018? I told you last week that I was unsuccessful 3 times, but still dream. Well, can you share with us the reasons why you've been unsuccessful? Like, what have you learned? Obviously, if you've done this 3 times, you've learned a lot. So share with us the reasons, and I can maybe give you some coaching, rather than funnel you into my course. I want you to succeed. It's like, if you already tried 3 times, I succeeded on my 3rd time, but I was able to try 3 times within a period of like 4 or 5 months. So I was quick. I think that's the thing too. Like, you got to be quick. Bro, I am from Pakistan. I want to start FBA. How much is the minimum investment required for that? It's 3 to 5K for Amazon FBA. That's the realistic number. That's not the bullshit number that all the YouTubers say, oh, you can start with 1K. No, it's not true. It's 3 to 5,000. But if you're from Pakistan, you don't have the starting capital, no problem. You can join Amazon Pro and you can learn. It's like super cheap. It's $297 and you can learn everything you need to know to be able to get an Amazon FBA remote job, even potentially in the US, right? Or in Europe, right? That pays you a lot more than the salaries in Pakistan. $99 a month for mentorship. Yes, exactly. Is there an annual party for successful students? No, not yet. But you know what? I think we're going to do that. It sounds like a really fun time. Where would you focus your time and energy the most? Amazon PPC or Facebook ads? Amazon PPC for sure, because I don't like buying ads for Amazon because Amazon gets enough traffic. Facebook ads rather for my own Shopify store. Yeah. Because on Shopify, like Shopify is not like Amazon, where on Amazon, you know, they already have all these customers that can type in a product and find your product. On Shopify, you don't have that. It's not a search engine for products, meaning that if you have a store, you have to find a way to bring people to the store or else no one's going to find the store. So that's where Facebook ads come in, Google ads, Instagram ads. First product was half-assed by me. This is Isaiah talking about this. Is it $99 a month or $297? So guys, it's $297 for the actual course video. So there's 21 modules in the new course, Amazon Pro 1.0, $297 for that. I think it's way too cheap. My team is saying it's way too cheap. We'll see if we put up the price. If you join the waitlist, you'll get access to that for $297. You get access to that for life, that Amazon Pro 1.0. Those are the course videos. And then to turn on the mentorship, the one-on-one mentorship, it's $99 a month on top of the $297. That's it. Okay? Meaning that you keep your course forever. And for the months that you want the mentorship, you pay $99 a month. If you love the mentorship, you stay paying $99 a month. If you don't like the mentorship, you turn it off. And you can turn it on and off as many times as you want. So I think does that make sense, guys? I think if you follow, MVP says, I think if you follow Dan's course, it's virtually impossible to make a loss. You always at least break even. I think anything's possible. But the way that I teach it, of course, is, the thing about Amazon is that if you've done all of the steps right, you are likely going to break even if the product is a failure. You might lose a little bit of money, like a little bit, but you're not going to lose all your inventory unless you literally invest into a banned product. But there's so many steps in the course that prevent that from happening. There's so many steps. There's so many checklists. I've been doing this for 7 years, guys. So I've had enough time to optimize this to the best possible ability with me and my team. We know what causes people to succeed and what doesn't. And we also have in Ecom Freedom probably almost 900 reviews with an average of like 4.5, I think 4.8. So thank you, Bilali. By the way, the wait list is here to join the wait list. It's not a guarantee that you have to join. There's no credit. It doesn't ask for a credit card or anything. You just lock in the price and you win a chance. If you join this wait list, even if you don't buy the course after, you win a chance to get a one-on-one call with me on Zoom. And I'm going to be announcing that when the course is out. So in September, you win a chance to get a one-on-one call with me, and I'm going to listen to your story, your life, and I'm going to literally write you a personal success plan of what I would do if I was in your shoes. How do you know your target price you should sell at when you first launch with respect to your competitors? That's a great question. I'm going to cover that in Amazon Pro, obviously, but there is a way. Typically, if you are following the high profit brand method, which I'm talking about in this video, and in my recent videos that I'm making, then you are basically you're launching your product at a price that's higher than your competitors. Let's say your competitors are at $45. You can probably launch at $70, $80 because your product is better, because you've improved it, right? And then you basically figure out, so first you always want to launch a little bit cheaper, $10, $20 cheaper than your stable price when your product is stable. And when your product is stable, then you can hold it at a price that you're comfortable with, that you find that you're making sales. If you're running out of stock, you can increase your price, although I don't recommend it. I don't do that myself, but a lot of sellers do that. They play around with their price depending on their stock levels and like their BSR, so their best sellers rank, basically. Guys, do we have any more questions for me? So Isaiah was saying first product was half-assed by me, second was better but not improved enough, third was better but not high enough profit margin, then I need to save money for some months. That makes sense, but you've tried 3 times, dude. What if the 4th is the successful time? You've learned enough. You know what to do. What if you're 3 feet away from gold, like that book, 3 feet from gold? All right, you don't want to give up now. You've done it 3 times. You really think that you're going to do this 10 times and it's not going to work and Amazon doesn't work, well then how are people like me successful or other, like all these other sellers, right? Oh, and it's also not because you can't do it. That's just limiting beliefs, right? Is it possible to purchase your time one-on-one without winning it? Yeah, if you get into Amazon Pro, you get unlimited access to my time one-on-one through our mentorship program, through one-on-one chat. We can do voice notes. So just get on the wait list right here. It's going to be out at the end of the month. So guys, just to clarify how it works for the new course, it's Amazon Pro 1.0. It's completely refilmed. It's the new end-all be-all Amazon course. It teaches you a complete Amazon education for 2024, 2025. And how it works is $297. You buy Amazon Pro 1.0. So you buy access to that course version and all the updates. We're going to be updating it regularly, probably monthly, whatever updates are needed, basically. And if you want to do the mentorship, it's $99 a month on top of that $297. The $297 is an initial payment. So it's a one-time payment. Okay. And then the $99 a month is obviously a monthly payment. Do you do product validation on the mentorship? Of course, yes. How can we not? It's like one of the most important parts of the whole thing. I told you last week that since my failures have been humbled and it drove me to Orthodox Christianity, now I struggle to see the ethical path with e-commerce. Feels like I walk on others to succeed. I don't think so at all. I don't see how you walk on others to succeed with e-commerce whatsoever, because everybody's winning. You know, everybody's winning. In e-commerce, your Chinese supplier is winning because they're paying employees to be able to live. Your customers are winning because they're selling high quality products. You're winning because obviously you're making money. So it's a win-win-win. I don't see how it's not like e-commerce is about, like what Nike was doing or whatever, sourcing products from Bangladesh with child labor. No, it's not the case. These factories in China, and you don't even have to source from China. You can source from America or Europe or anywhere else, right? There's plenty of factories out there, and we don't use child labor, we just don't, obviously. So I don't really see what is unethical about e-commerce whatsoever. I just don't, maybe enlighten me, but I don't see that. Is this your first announcement about your new course? I've been kind of teasing it a bit recently, but I'm going to talk about it more and more. I think that it's time now because it's going to come out in literally like 3 weeks. So Charlie's saying he tried once. I haven't tried again since. I live in Vietnam now, teaching English. Listening to you again makes me want to save up and try again. You should, man. If you live in Vietnam, man, no matter where I was, I would do it. When I failed, it wasn't because the course wasn't good. You gave a lot of value and good information. It was my first time and I made mistakes. It was my fault. You're an honest and good man, Dan. Thank you. Well, you know what? Honestly, I do feel bad that you failed. I do. I really want to see everybody succeed, but it's obviously no one has a 100% success rate. No course has a 100% success rate. And yes, a lot of people do fail, right? Just like in any business, but it really comes down to mindset. Okay. It's like either you've made a decision that you're going to succeed with Amazon or you're like, I'm trying it. If you're in the I'm trying it camp, you're probably never going to succeed. If you make a concrete decision, you are going to succeed no matter what, then you are. So Isaiah says, yeah, you make a good point, of course. I guess I just find myself weary of falling into the love of money. I don't know if it's the urge to be rich is good or bad. Well, I mean, listen, this is not a Christian channel, but I am Christian. I'm actually Orthodox Christian too. That's what I was baptized. So not really by choice, but I guess by choice as well into my adulthood. Sometimes I identify myself as Jewish because I also have Jewish blood in me. So maybe I'm like a Jew who believes in Christ. I don't know. Or maybe my beliefs just don't fit into one particular camp. But the whole love of money is bad. There's a lot of things in the Bible that, yes, it does say money is the root of all evil, but there's also a lot of things that counter that, saying how important it is to make money, how important, the role of money in society. It doesn't advocate for a poverty lifestyle. It just doesn't. Anybody who thinks that the Bible advocates to be poor is sadly mistaken. I think you should probably, maybe talk to like a priest or something like that, or, just like ask ChatGPT because it knows everything. Ask it to give you some quotes on money. This guy is the man, put simply. Thank you, Adam. Anas says, I'm in North Africa right with my family, and I'm going to launch soon with my friend in America. Great. That's great. Well, let me know how it goes next Saturday. I'm doing a live, by the way, right after this on the Ecom Academy channel. Everybody go there. That's where I'm going to stop posting e-commerce videos here, or I'm going to make it like much less frequent. All my e-commerce videos are going to be on Ecom Academy. Go there. We're talking about the high profit brain method. So Ecom Academy official is the YouTube channel. Here it is. Go there, subscribe, guys. We're already at 255 subscribers. We're going to be at 500 soon. I'm really excited. And Bible says you shouldn't worship money, but it also says not to be poor. Exactly, right? So I think a fine balance is good. But in today's world, we have to be realistic. You know, you can't just survive. Like either you're surviving and you're living paycheck to paycheck, or you're rich. There's like no in between. And I'd rather be rich and worshiping God than poor and complaining and depressed and unhealthy, because if you don't have the money for good food, you're going to be not healthy. It's pretty obvious. And if you have money and I'm not even saying you have to be rich, but like $100K a year, $100K a year, I think that's a normal amount in a Western country. We're talking about Western countries, so don't come at me and be like, oh, yo, Dan, that's crazy. I live in like Sudan and this is a lot of money. Okay, yeah, but like Western countries, guys, right? But what I'm saying is I'd rather, when I started selling on Amazon, I didn't even want to be rich. I just wanted to have freedom. And that freedom number is different for everybody, but in the West, it's $10,000 a month, period. So $10,000 a month by no means is rich, but you're living fine. You can live pretty much anywhere you want in any Western province or state, right? But nowadays, with inflation and with what the government's doing and just different forces at play, now people are either broke and surviving paycheck to paycheck and unhealthy and mentally ill, or they're living the good life. That's my job. I'm trying to get you guys out of the first camp into the good life camp. I have figured out how to do it. Okay? So either you're with me or you're not. And if you're not, if you find somebody else who can get you the same results, please let me know. Then I got some learning to do. And I always got some learning to do. Maybe we could be friends. I value your input, Dan. If it wasn't for your channel all those years ago, I wouldn't have the ache in my heart that drives me from being a cog in the machine, even if I ask critical questions. You see, you still have, even though you have your faith, you still have this ache in your heart that drives you from being a cog in the machine. Do you think God wants you to be a cog in the machine? This is not a Christian worship thing right now, guys. I'm just, he's talking to me about his faith, and I'm kind of giving him my opinion. Do you really think that God wants you to be a cog in the machine? Do you think that's what you were born to do? Or do you think you were born to fulfill your mission on this planet? I think it's the latter, not the former. But if you disagree, which I don't think you do, right? So I think it's important to understand, really, to better understand God's word in the Bible and better understand what's actually written, before jumping to conclusions about how money is bad and I should just be poor, basically in a cog in the machine, right? So it should be encouraging for you. You should try again, man. You should try again. Or I don't know if you're a man or woman, but, we can't assume genders nowadays. So sorry, guys. Do you have an Amazon PPC strategy I can view or use right now? Yeah, I'll make a PPC video soon. So we'll make a tutorial. I'll put it on the Ecom Academy. That's where all my tutorials are going to go. Team Dan all the way. Thank you, Giselle. Thank you, Giselle. Guys, I'm here to show you the way to the good life and to freedom. I'm not here to make maximum money off of you. I've made a lot of money in my life, okay? If you look at all the other people, nobody, like I asked in this call, who is out there still making Amazon videos? Someone told me they're all irrelevant. That's what I'm hearing in this call. I'm not saying that. I don't really watch anybody else because I have my own knowledge, because I've been doing this for so long. But who else is making Amazon videos? And 80% of the people that were in my courses. I think they just made courses, took the money and ran. And I'm still here. So someone's got to fight for you guys. Hey, Dan, got a question. If you're outside of the U.S., is it hard to open a company in the U.S.? Where and how should you do it? How much does it cost? No, it's not hard at all. There's plenty of websites like Inkfile, which I think has a new name, like a bizarre new name, like B. Who knows the new name of Inkfile, guys? I literally, it's like some weird shit. Busy. It's called Busy. bizee.com. So you can use that. My internet's showing super low right now. Hello, guys. Are we good on the stream? Yeah, we're good. Sorry, I think it just cut out. So the websites that you can use to open a US company are Busy, yeah, Bizee, exactly, used to be called Linkfile, LegalZoom, but just watch out for these companies because I think they have a predatory pricing model where really you should only be paying one fee up front to start an LLC, and you shouldn't be paying a monthly fee. Like, you should not. And all these companies, they want you to have a monthly fee. I think that's bullshit. I think it's bullshit. Okay, so you want to, I think they all have options to just do the monthly fee. I mean, sorry, not the monthly fee, the one-time payment. To open an LLC in America, it should not cost you more than $500, period. Even if you're not American, even including the request to get the foreign what is it called? The foreign not social security number, but like the tax ID. Charlie Wingate says a lot of those guys came and went. Dan started all those years ago, and he's still here preaching the same message. If he was a fake guru scammer, he would have been outed a long time ago. Obviously, how can I have 800 and something 5-star reviews, or 4.5 or whatever we have, 4.8 on the Ecom Freedom page on Trustpilot? How? Right? Clearly, what I'm doing is working. Is there any advantage to opening a company in the US or just keeping it in Canada? If you're in Canada, just keep it in Canada. Trust me. You can open a corporation. It's going to cost you $300 to $600, depending if it's federal or provincial. EIN, exactly. Foreign EIN. That's what you need if you're starting a US LLC. Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I think we've gone on long enough. So, guys, Amazon Pro is coming out. It's teaching the high profit brand method. I'm really excited about that. I made it so cheap that it's crazy. My team is saying this is really too cheap, Dan. Like, I don't know if we're going to make any money. Like, this is too cheap, because they think that people won't buy because it's too cheap. They'll think it's like bad. But I disagree. I disagree, because I think that I've always said to myself, I'm only going to create courses that have at least 10 times the value than what I'm charging for it. And I think this course definitely has much more than 10 times the value. But I just want to make it as accessible to you as possible in this new world of inflation and rising costs, and everything's going up, and we're trying to fight these forces of evil that are increasing the cost for everybody, right? I don't know who's doing it, but we need to fight them. So guys, here's the wait list. You will not be disappointed. Anybody who joins the wait list gets access to win, or a chance to win, a one-on-one private Zoom call with me. I'm going to listen to you. I can be maybe your therapist for a little bit, basically. I guess it's part of it, right? Because we need to listen to your life story, and I'm going to write you a personal success plan. Obviously, it's going to be strictly confidential. What I would do if I was in your shoes, to reach financial freedom, to reach freedom. So that's the wait list there. And what else? Crash course. If you guys want to start right now, after you join the waitlist, here's the link to the crash course on the Ecom Academy platform. And that will show you, it's going to be like a teaser, but it's going to put you in the right direction here. It's going to show you how to actually get started right now making money on Amazon. So potentially by the time the course comes out, you're already making money if you maybe get a remote job or a freelancing gig, or you can just start, a business in advance, right? So anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'm super excited to be doing this. I'm super excited to be making these videos. I'm grateful to have all of you guys. And and I recommend the guy who is struggling with his faith about getting rich and things like that to really try to listen to your heart and get a better understanding of what you think God wants for you, right? Do you think he wants you to be poor, or do you think he wants you to be free? Right? The answer to me is clear. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to be doing a live in an hour if you want to keep listening to me. And on that channel, we're going to be talking more in depth on high profit brands. And that's going to be where all of my new my new tutorials are going to be. So it's Ecom Academy. It's the name of the new platform. Go there, subscribe, support me. I'd appreciate all of you. I'll be doing giveaways there too. I'm thinking of a MacBook giveaway, maybe like a win a free MacBook sort of thing. So go there, subscribe. Probably going to be doing a free MacBook giveaway, more one-on-one calls with me. So anyway, guys, I'll see you there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye-bye. That's the channel link, by the way. Ecom Academy official in 1 hour at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be going